to Unapologetically Fierce with Faith, brought to you by CKJ Live. This is a safe place where my beloved tribe members and I put anything and everything on the table and dish the unfiltered tea. We are not just a podcast, we are a movement. So get your favorite beverage on hand and enjoy the show. Hey guys, we are finally here. We've reached the end of our second season. Yay!
Hey ladies, yay!
Hey ladies, we did it. We've done it. 24 episodes, I believe.
Unreal. That's crazy. I love it.
That is, see what COVID can do? Like that's.
we have some time on our hands.
Yay, COVID.
Hey. So the reason I created Unapologetically Fierce with Faith is to create a safe space where women from all backgrounds, all different areas of life can come together and be transparent and connect. I'm going to pose a question to you ladies. I'll start with you first, Tam. How have you enjoyed this journey?
I've enjoyed it a lot. And I have to say, season 1 was great. But I just really love where we're at on season 2, because I feel like we're comfortable not only with, each other, but also with telling our stories and having those conversations and being more open and being more transparent. So I love how we've evolved from, listening to the episodes from season 1 to what I know we've recorded for season 2. So I'm super excited about people listening to this and continuing on in this journey. So I am ecstatic. I'm cheerleader for Unapologetically Fierce with Faith. I'm I love it.
How about you, Carrie?
Yeah, it's definitely to me an opportunity to honestly to grow and to really even learn more and to almost be like therapy, because a lot of the things that we discuss I normally wouldn't on a regular basis. So it gives me an opportunity to go pretty deep within and to get a few things out. So I really love it. I think it's a personal growth journey for myself, and I see it evolving, and I love where it started and I love where it's going.
Cool. Myrna?
I love that you ladies said that. I definitely am enjoying the journey. How I'm enjoying it is it's pushed me out of my comfort zone. So there's a part of me that normally wouldn't be thrilled with that. It has become a really safe space. And I look forward every week to having this time with you ladies and just talking. And a lot of times it feels like it's just us, that other people get to benefit from our experiences is just icing on the cake. So it's been a fun ride, and I'm definitely happy that we've made it this far.
That's awesome. I have definitely enjoyed it. I couldn't imagine that, just the thinking, just having a thought and just thinking about it, while we're in quarantine and not able to do a thing, that I came up with this. But I'm glad that I did, because who knows where this is going to go, and who knows where it's going to reach. Who knows, any of the episodes people may connect to any one of us and just be like, wow, I needed to hear that. So that in itself feels good.
I love it. So much has transpired over the last 2 seasons. And God, we've worked on such amazing things. Let's dig deeper, about our favorite episodes, especially for this season. We've, talked about so many things. What comes to mind for you, Tam?
So for this season, mine is, I feel like I cheated a little bit because I feel like it's technically not part of season 2, but our holiday episode is by far my favorite, because in general, I'm just all about Christmas. I just love the spirit of it. Even if nothing is happening, and this, last Christmas wasn't your typical Christmas. So I feel like I was robbed a little bit, but whatever. But the joy that I get from that, and just listening to the different traditions that everybody has and how we all grew up and what we did differently. And, we are all different where we are in our lives now, but we were also very different in where we were in our lives, growing up. Like I'm the only girl in my family. Like Faith is the only child. Myrna has a larger family. Carrie just had her and her sister. So just hearing the dynamic of how everybody like shared their Christmas, like I don't know. I just loved it. So that's my favorite episode. I feel like I can get away with saying it from both season 1 and season 2 because it was like right in the middle. So yay me for finding the loophole, but that is my favorite episode, like the holiday one. And I can't wait to do, another one this year. So I'm all excited about it. So
I love it. How about you just got me excited again? But I still have my shredded coconut and I've never made coquito before. And I really am looking forward to making it again with less alcohol. But no, I'm looking forward to it. And I hope I don't rush this entire year because I'm ready for that drink. I'm ready.
Call us before you make it. We'll give you the portion control for the
yes. Do you remember what I did? Remember I doubled it by accident?
Yes.
Marna, what about you?
I'm gonna jump ahead of everybody else that might be thinking of this answer and say our vision board episode is my favorite. Got you, ladies. The vision board episode, I'm going to tell you why. It was, I think, the first time that because we talk about our personal experiences, which is great. Everybody shares it's something different, but it was the first time that we really had homework to do aside from just like kind of thinking about topics and stuff. And putting together the vision board was such a fun exercise for me to kind of focus in on how I wanted my year to go. But then sharing it with you ladies and having the opportunity to like talk about it and what I'm thinking and getting feedback, which we did more than once because obviously we kind of pre-prepared for our episode and then we recorded together. So that was a lot of fun. And then, I'm looking forward to people seeing our vision boards on social media and like maybe giving us some feedback. And like I mentioned in the episode, anytime I get to share a picture of my kids, I'm going to be happy, right? So so there's that. And then if I can cheat a little bit, I would say the entire self-care series was really, really fun. I loved every minute of that. A little lighthearted, but we learned some stuff. We got to share. And what was so great about the series in general is that it covered a lot of like a wealth of topics. Because as we know, self-care is more than just like taking a hot bath and, putting cucumbers on your eyes. It's more than like the cosmetic stuff. So we talked a little bit about, emotional and mental health, but also the physical stuff as well. So that was a fun series. Probably my favorite time in general from season 1 and 2.
Yeah, I love that.
Nice. I love it too.
I think that I don't know, because I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit because I enjoy, like when I think about my favorite episode, like I have in different, because a lot of times we did like different ranges, but I would go to the vision board. That is on top of the list. Reason being, for years, I've been trying to like execute a vision board. And I'm just like, those that have a vision, like if you have it in front of you, then you see it, you see it every day, you know what you have to work on. And to see that it could be digital was even more fun because I don't know about you guys. I don't have a bunch of magazines. Like I throw them in the, like, where do you get magazines anymore? Because
I don't think anybody does anymore.
Yeah.
And in this world, this world that we're living in, this COVID world where we're in front of our screens all day long, it makes sense to have a digital vision board.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, and it was fun because like I cheated a little bit and I was telling some friends that I do, share like visions with. And I was just like, hey, did you know that you can use, certain applications and get your vision board like you can just crop it, paste it, whatever, and it's there. And I love seeing like when I open my laptop, boom, it's right there. So I think that was definitely a favorite. And, that leading into the self-care, that was really good. But if I cheat and say a second, I think it would be the relationship series. And it's funny because we had a relationship series in season 1, which was hilarious. But this one, we kind of took a different take because it was more like internal, looking within. So I enjoyed that.
Nice. Now, nice run down memory lane. The self-care series was really it for me. And I think it's because we all got a chance to really work on something individually and just voice who we are. And I love the highlights that everyone brought to the table. I learned so much. And I love it that everyone got an opportunity to really hone in on one, something that they were passionate about. So I enjoyed it. And I loved having those weeks off. Like if it was Sam's week, like let her do her thing. I'm here backing up, same thing with Myrna, same thing with you, Faith. And then when it was mine, I actually enjoyed it. I looked forward to bringing content and, information to everybody. So I would say the self-care series, and there wasn't one episode that I didn't enjoy.
Yeah, I'm definitely I have my vision board right above my computer and I look at it every day and I'm just really inspired to just push myself toward what I have on there. But I have a question to pose to the group as well. So I know we touched on a lot of different things. Is there anything that, that you guys are looking forward to expanding on for season 3? Which is crazy to say, season 3. Wow. I know for me, I feel like I want everybody to be able to delve deeper into what we covered when we did our own episodes for, self-care, because I feel like, everything was so interesting, but, kind of like a teaser. So I do look forward to possibly going into it, more in depthly next season and being able to, get my body right, like Myrna, for instance, and going to the gym and doing that whole thing. So, that's what I'm looking forward to in season 3. What about you, Faith?
I think and I'm not copying you, but it is I enjoyed, I think that we were able to tap in just a little bit, give people a little taste, but just kind of delve in more into it. One of the biggest things that I do want to talk about is body image that we didn't really focus on, and kind of body image, body shaming, just getting more into it, diving more into it, and just, showing that, hey, it's not just cosmetic. It's hey, let's get into it. And even bringing some professionals in that do this, to talk to us more and even have more insight with our audience with it.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I can see that being a really good, interesting topic to cover. What about you, Carrie?
You know what? I just love how we're really peeling back the layers. I want us to continue to be more transparent and even dig deeper. So probably even revisiting some of the things that we touched on before, but even going a layer or two, deeper. I think that's going to be so good for us and for our audience.
Myrna?
Yeah, I'm with Carrie. I think, we've covered a lot of great topics. It'd be great to kind of revisit some of them. We're starting to get to a point, and I'm almost afraid to say it out loud so I don't jinx it, but it feels like we're getting to a place where COVID is now going to be behind us. So I'd be interested in revisiting topic number 1 that we started out with, which is just where are we? Post COVID, what have we learned? How has it shaped us and changed us? What practices will we take with us, that we've adopted through COVID, that sort of thing. So it'd be great to kind of expand on that. I know that was season 1, but now that we're this far in, I feel like that might be a great thing to cover in season 3. So I do have a question for you, ladies. I know we're talking now about things we'd like to expand on, but are there new topics that you think you might like to discuss in season 3? Tam, I'll start with you.
For me, I think that I'm looking into doing more, I don't want to say hot topics, disclaimer, we're not calling them hot topics because I don't want to get sued for doing it. But I do want to focus a lot. So, on more relevant, social issues, I call them social media issues. I don't know how deep I want to delve into, I'm always against going too deep into politics and things like that because, people are very opinionated. And also, too, I don't like to, talk too much about things that I'm not, too savvy on. But I am savvy on what's going on in the streets. So I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. Just doing some fun, pop culture relevant things. And, maybe not necessarily every episode. But I think it would be fun with our personalities to kind of discuss things that happen and, everybody bring their point of view to the table. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, that sounds great. How about you, Carrie?
Yeah, because Tam just went right into my mind, took out my idea, and then
that just means we're all on the same way.
Why did she do that? Telepathy.
That's why I'm glad I went.
Can't believe. Yeah, mine are the same thing. Current events, even if we don't like spend the entire episode on it, but there's so much things happening on a daily basis. Like even right now, you know, the shootings, what's happening out there, and yada yada yada. I would love to touch on those. I think that really opens us up to great conversation, and it's what people are talking about. So why not chime in and, you know, give them some of what our opinions are.
I love it. I love it. How about you, Faith? What are you thinking we could cover that's new for season 3?
I think what I would really love to see is more topics dealing with women. I mean, we celebrate women. We have a Women's History Month. We have, you know, where we're empowered, just women empowerment, and just talking about more things that I think people would actually connect to. Just getting out there and just making connections about different types of, you know, connecting to different women out there, and talking about different topics that affect them, like women, because if anything, we may be different, but we all are women.
That's right. And that's what makes us the authority on that topic. All of us are women. We're not spring chicken. We're not, you know.
And even, I'm sorry.
Even, I am very much a spring chicken.
No, my bad. I'm sorry, Tam. I forgot you're our resident adolescent in the group.
I already told her
when I told her I was 25, she believed me. So I think you age now.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted. I'm forever 29. You guys already know. We're not doing 30s.
But, you know, I think Carrie had mentioned it a little bit, but like how we, when we talked about our different areas, we had to do some research. So just being more research, doing more planning, and really delving into topics, like really diving in.
Sure. Yeah, I love that would be very much in keeping with what we've done for season 1 and season 2, where we've sprinkled in some fun, which is what I think Tam and Carrie are kind of alluding to, just lighthearted topics that everyone talks about, but then some more focused kind of stuff, Faith, which is what you're saying, just kind of like diving in a little bit deeper and covering some really serious topics, but also really important. For me, I think what I would like to see that we've never done, and it wouldn't be necessarily a topic we'd cover for a whole episode even, but just maybe where we can sprinkle it into some of our episodes. I love reviews from you ladies, things that you're using, things you're doing, things you're watching on TV, just a little bit pop culture related, but like, you know, what books have you read recently? Any recommendations you have for our audience out there? I think it's a really great way for people to get to know us, see what interests we have, what lines up with us, and then how we feel about it. Because I think, you know, I look to you ladies to be a source of information for me about what should I be watching, what's coming up on Netflix, what music are you listening to? So, and I bet our audience would probably be interested in that as well. So that'd be something fun. I think we can explore it, sprinkle it into our episodes, and it'd be a great way for people to get to know us a little better.
I love it.
So,
that's a great idea.
Yeah, I very much am looking forward to season 3, ladies.
Definitely.
Me too. Yeah, absolutely. Can't believe it. And 3 is my favorite number.
I know. And, you know, it's funny because we're even almost a year into this. So it's just from when we started, when our first recording, you know,
absolutely.
So this is really amazing. I've enjoyed the ride with you ladies. And
what an awesome ride.
I'm glad that you have enjoyed it. I'm looking to do some different things in season 3, some more fun things, as Tam and Carrie alluded to. Maybe even seeing, you know, different areas of where we can just put our name out there, you know? So it's been great, ladies.
Yeah, this has been great.
What a quick season. Yes.
Yeah, it feels like it flew right by.
Season 3, like that's crazy, right? Like
it is.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, hard to wrap my brain around a little bit.
Thank you for joining us at Unapologetically Fierce with Faith, brought to you by CKJ Live. Come back and visit again to hear more of the unfiltered tea that we are ready to dish. And remember, we are not just a podcast, we are a movement.